So what's up, guys? And the man will video me for the first time and make sure we like, comment, subscribe. So you run in Masolini. And Kotem Masolini is about the Oyo State political crisis. So gbogbo rògbòdìyàn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú òṣèlú Oyo State, ADC, APC, ZLP, PDP, gbàgbó tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀, right? Seyi Makinde ń sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn ADC fún lésì, ZLP náà fèsì, Akala no, the APC, the ADC thing, and I think the PDP leadership led by the governor Seyi Makinde himself, firing his predecessors. There's nothing bad in that. He said they didn't do some projects, even though they were claiming they did some projects, but some of the projects that Seyi Makinde claimed they didn't do, they actually didn't do it. It was Seyi Makinde claimed that he wanted to spend 3 billion on water system in Oyo State, right? Some people were saying, oh, they haven't spent that much in the history of Oyo State. They've forgotten that in the last administration, which was the Ajimobi's-led administration, the last 3 years, they were not, there wasn't water running throughout Oyo State. The Wakers wasn't working, right? It only worked for the last 1 year of his administration, which was 2018 to 2019. And what happened after then? We couldn't see anything working, right? Which means for about 5 years of Ajimobi's administration, water wasn't running. Wakers, if you enter the Wakers compound, in their offices, you will see weed and grass, whatever, growing in their offices, and algae, and everything just rotting up. But anyway, so explaining the reason behind all these crises, I'm going to be telling you the terms and conditions that they use, or terms and conditions and the conditions that they use in sealing the agreement of the coalition force that sent the APC power packing back then in 2019, and it goes thus. The first thing was that the ZLP were promised 2 commissioners. Yes, ZLP were promised 2 commissioners, and the ADC led by the ADC faction led by Barrister Lanleyin were promised 2 commissioners as well. I think they were promised about 15 special. Let me check. They were promised about 15 special advisors or so. All right. So after Seyi Makinde won his election, he went ahead to appoint a single commissioner for Ladoja. Personally, he went to Ladoja personally that, Baba, I want you to nominate someone and I will make the person a commissioner, right? He promised ZLP. Ladoja is a member of ZLP. He's the number 1 leader of ZLP, right? But he went to Baba personally, right? Neglecting all the terms and conditions of what they, and exactly when they were about to seal that agreement, the coalition forces, the members of the coalition forces, Barrister Sharafaddin Ali and what's the name, a lot of them, they talked together and they talked to the lawyer that supervised that agreement that they signed, the written agreement that they signed, that can they appeal this in court, or can they take this to court to demand for the implementation of the promised things after Seyi Makinde has won. But they said they can't because it's a social contract. Baba Ladoja looked into Seyi Makinde's face and told him, Seyi, I know you're a gentleman. Make sure you agree to this and make sure you fulfill your promises, right? Seyi Makinde became the governor, and Seyi Makinde never said that he's not going to fulfill his promises, right? But he said for him to fulfill those promises, they will have to come into his party. Right, that the members of ADC that they are to be commissioners, they should come into PDP. The members of ZLP that are to be commissioners, they should come into PDP as well. And this is something that Barrister Sharafaddin Ali has been kicking against, right? Even actually, Baba Ladoja has been sitting on the fence. As a matter of fact, since he has been given a commissioner, right? So he wasn't really reacting that much, right? So Barrister Sharafaddin Ali is the one trying to be what's the name between them. He's not actually, he's demanding for his rights, right? Because the point is, even from his face reaction while they were doing the coalition thing, everybody could tell that this man is not really absolutely happy with the agreement that was reached. And 2023 is fast approaching, even though it's still far away, but it is fast approaching. And I'm sure that the guy is going to will not want to negotiate his mandate with anyone. He would want to, he would want to secure the power and support of Baba Ladoja. That is all he has got, right? Barrister Sharaf Ali doesn't have anything other than Ladoja's political influence, right? So he wants to secure that to himself, so that he can use that as a sole contestant, as a sole aspirant in 2023. But Seyi Makinde is playing smart, because he knows that if you leave him with such power, you see, the power breaker and denominator of anything that is going to happen in politics in Oyo State right now is Ladoja. We have to wake up to that fact, because almost every other person apart from Ladoja is anybody who, after Ladoja, then we can pick the person who is the incumbent governor. And that was the power that Ajimobi used to leverage, that he leveraged on the money from Lagos to sneak his way into his office for a second term. But a lot of people think it was by might, or it was by some intelligence. So the point was just that he's able to, he was the incumbent. He has got more resources. He has got the likes of Tinubu backing him up and all these things. And as well, the third factor was that the oppositions were not forming any coalition against him. Everybody did his thing independently. Hakala contested differently, Ladoja contested separately, Seyi Makinde contested separately, this guy as well, Teslim Folarin contested. Everybody trying to be a governor, right? He is the only one with about 3 or 4 factors in his favor, so he leveraged on that and coasted his way to governor's office for the second term. So his luck. So right now, Ajimobi is gone. Even though Ajimobi's power has been broken, since the incumbency has been taken away from him. You can't do more than 8 years according to the constitution, right? As well, after then, so that is it. So back to the reason. So that is what actually led me to the reason why Seyi Makinde is not trying to leave that power. He's not trying to give them the commissionership slot while they are in ZLP. I think any smart politician should know this. You can't be in another party and be asking for commissioner slots, even though that was actually wasn't improved in the agreement that they would have to change their parties. But Seyi Makinde as well haven't said he's not giving them the commissioner slots, right? The people who wanted to be special advisors and they converted from ADC to PDP, they were made their special advisors. They were, of course. So we can't blame him that much. It is just the normal political Lego verse that they used to do for themselves. So that is it. And now, so about the coalition. So the next thing that Seyi Makinde is trying to do is that he's trying to steal the big power breakers and the most influential people in ZLP. He's trying to steal them into PDP. Not to discard Ladoja per se, but to break the power of the person who can stand between him and Ladoja, and who can stand between him and Ladoja other than Barrister Sharaf Ali. So he's trying to reduce his power, and if the likes of Sharaf Ali can reach a compromise with Seyi Makinde, of course they are going to be peaceful. There's going to be peace, but the point is everybody wants to be a governor in 2023. So Seyi Makinde is trying to avoid that, playing his game well. It's a smart political move. A smart political move that I expect anybody who is politically aware and politically smart should have expected it, even though it's kind of treacherous, or kind of can sound betraying to someone that is that's not familiar with political steps. But it is anybody who is familiar with how politics is done should know that these things are normal things, right? Of course, if we ask you to join their party before anything will be done for you, unless they can't just do without you, and you can't expect someone like Ladoja to be coming front and say, "Oh, I want to be the commissioner." Come on, at 80 something or 70 something years old, making him a commissioner, it can't be anything. He's not even. He's even trying to honor himself by not contesting for the seat of governorship again. So that is it. And I really like the man. The man, if not for the fact that maybe age or something, I don't know. The man didn't say he's not ready to become the governor for the second time. He's not ashamed. And people were saying, the likes of Tinubu, whom they were governors together back then in 2003. Different people, different destiny, man. So that is that for Seyi Makinde and ZLP. So for the ADC, is asking them to join PDP before they get their commissionership slots. And as well, Seyi Makinde is doing something. Is instigating some big members of the ADC in Oyo State to lobby and connect with the national executives, right? After connecting with the national executives, so that they can dissolve the working committee, the state party executive they were working for, that are loyalists to Lanleyin. Since Lanleyin don't want to bow to Seyi Makinde's pressure, or Seyi Makinde's woo. It's not actually a pressure. He's just trying to woo them to his party, and they should join his party. That's what he wanted, was that they should join his party, and he give them whatever duly belongs to them, and everybody is okay, everybody is fine. But they didn't want to do that. Some ego games, but whatever. So that is it. That is what everyone should watch out for right now. The Seyi Makinde's administration has been doing well, from projects after project. People were saying he's borrowing money, but I haven't been able to find a government that didn't borrow money, right? He's doing things. That is the cocoa. He is borrowing money. That is his problem, right? Even what if he borrowed that money and nobody knows about it? It's just do the project and get things done for the people. So that is it. That's what I'm going to be saying about that today. And kindly like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.